up, everybody? It's Dakota Storms with all the type of updates that you're gonna ever need right here at your fingertips on my stream. So I did a review on the Lionel Messi's new drink Moz, but unfortunately it got deleted because my phone ran out of battery, and apparently that deletes and ends your streams. So I lost all that footage, unfortunately. I think unless I can cover it now. I don't know how. I'm not some tech dude or whatever. So I think I'm just gonna lose it. But before I start the whole, I'm gonna go off with like this. I love the drink. Overall, I give it like a 7.8 out of 10. 7.8 out of 10 on that Moss drink by Lionel Messi. Better than Primes in my opinion. I think they're pretty good, honestly. I still have it at my house. It's not because I don't like it. It's because the one day I had the flu. So, which, by the way, uh, before I get into important stuff, I always like to talk about a little bit of random stuff before my stream start. So you know what? That'll be the message of the day before people start to come in. That's what we'll get into. And yeah, I had the flu really bad for one day. That's why I'm not streaming yesterday. It was just the one night, honestly. It was from like one. It was probably 12:30 a.m. to 5:40 a.m. I was just sitting there throwing up over and over. I had everything. It was like the worst 5 hours in years for me, honestly. It was so painful. I've had the flu, but a flu like that, that is unbelievable. It was horrible. So, yeah, in case anyone's wondering, that is exactly the reason I didn't stream yesterday. Uh, I barely even in my bed. It was so sad. I didn't think you can even really get the flu still in middle of May or late May, but I found out otherwise. You definitely can, and it sucks. So, but with that being said, that's my little ramble about the flu. Um, I pretty much recovered in the day though, which is kind of sick, you know. No pun intended. I love that my immune system is super weak for like hours, and then it just like recovers just like that. Like I feel pretty much fine today, so that is awesome. I also want to do a Final Destinations Bloodline review today. I'm not going to rope it in with this stream because I'm going to talk a little bit more about weather. Because there's some things I want to talk about. Like today, there's a 10% risk for tornadoes and your usual suspect type of area, Tornado Alley. I think that's around that Texas area. And tomorrow, there's also an enhanced risk. And it's just like that same type of area Texas can hit over and over. So obviously, if you're in Texas, get ready, be prepared. But the reason I'm doing this stream, obviously, is to get the daily stream, one, and two, because there might be a return to your weather here in my area and we just dropped to one viewer, but all good. There might be a return to severe weather in my area of North Dakota, so might be that early June deal. That's usually when we start to pick up anyway. So I'm hoping that everything does start to fire up and get really, really interesting. At least that's the hope. And obviously, if it does, I'll be there streaming 100%. So, and just like that, we're down to 0 viewers. Now we're back to one. But yeah, this will probably be the shorter of my streams today. Be the first of two, especially since I missed yesterday. And I know there might be some people that have just been dying for my Final Destination Bloodline review. So I did a little bit of a review, but I want to do a extensive review because I think that'd be nice. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get that all reviewed and stuff like that. Also, I was thinking about seeing the Mission Impossible movie, but I've heard it's super long. 2 hours and 50 minutes is a long, long movie, and I've heard most of it, or like half of it, is flashbacks, and I'm not a fan of that. I think they should have done. I know it's a big series. It's been going on for like 20, 30 years, but I feel like if you have too many flashbacks, it kind of just, yeah, it just, I don't know. harness is the word. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I'll see that movie. Maybe I'll wait for the DVD release or something like that. Also, another movie that was supposedly really, really, really good that I have not gotten a chance to see is that movie called The Sinners. It's that Haley Steinfeld and Michael Jordan. I think that's his name. And I've heard it's very good. I think it's like a vampire type of movie. Um, Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wait till the like DVD release or online release for that one because it's not in my theater anymore. So it is what it is. Gotta roll with the punches, but yeah, I've heard that is a really really good movie. So I'll definitely be checking that one out once it's released online. But what's up, Fortnite 1253? What's up, man? But yeah, rest of the plans for today. Oh yeah, actually, hold on. Yeah, no, I want to talk a little bit about the weather, a little bit more. Yeah, I've seen. In terms of the tornado potential, usually around this year it does start to go north, extend to that northward area, and eventually, especially mid June, late June is when North Dakota starts to get those severe weather systems. So that's what I'm really excited for. Hopefully, we get a couple enhanced risks at least. Um, I have heard this is supposed to be kind of a little bit of a lower severe weather season, but all it takes is one system to completely change that narrative. I am speeding like crazy to slow down. That was bad. I think I was going 25 miles per hour over speed limit. There's a cop there, I'd be screwed, especially since I'm on my phone streaming. So, oops. But yeah, I'm really excited for those. Hopefully, those tornadoes to start coming up and doing some crazy shit. Hopefully. Um, but yeah, that's the plans. Gonna go to the gym here in a minute. Don't know if I'll be able to work out to my full potential just because I'm getting over the flu. Uh, that is a horrible smell. I don't know where that came from. That's vile. Something smells dead. Don't know what it was, but yeah. But yeah, guys, it's been a wonderful, wonderful stream. Wonderful stream. And as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to shoot it down in the chat below. I'll do my best to read them. In other words, I will read them because I was. Also, I gotta change my shirt before I go to the rec center. This shirt's kind of expensive, so I want nobody to steal my shirt. You know what I mean? Um, I don't really think many people are like that, just stealing shirts. That's pretty messed up. Um, but you never know. It's a nice shirt, and somebody might see it and be like, damn, that's a nice shirt. I want it, you know? So I'll have to watch out and keep my shirt in the car so no one steals it, along with my wallet. Oh, this car's for sale. Definitely not within my budget. That's not a storm chasing looking vehicle, so it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna get to the 10-minute mark, which is good. But yeah, I'll do another stream later today about the Final Destination lines. I know I've said this like 8,000 times at this point, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, guys. I swear. It's just a little bit of a process. Sometimes you get sick, and that's a little bit not on the not on the calendar. Getting sick. So I was thinking about doing a stream yesterday, but I looked greasy as shit, so I didn't. Cause yeah, it was just a bad day yesterday and the day before. So let's try to find a parking spot. There's plenty of parking spots, but trying to find a good one. Why is it so empty today? That's kind of weird. Must be some big events going around. I guess grad parties. That probably makes sense. There's a lot of grad parties going on. go right here. Yeah, guys, I'm about to get working out, so if you guys have any last second questions, yep, my windows are still messed up. If you guys have any last second questions, comments, concerns, feel free to shoot it in the chat below. I'll be live for about 30, 40 more seconds. Unless some crazy things start to happen and the chat just blows up. Hundreds of people start to join, crazy stuff like that. If that's the case, obviously I'll keep it running longer. But I don't see hundreds of people coming in right now, so I do see one person in there though. I see one soul in the chat right now. So that's cool. But yeah. Also, I don't know if I even mentioned this on stream, but I did an amazing job auto-detailing my car before I got morbidly sick. It was beautiful. Although I live in the country, so I have a feeling that it's probably already dirty. And my dog kept trying to piss on my freshly shined wheels, which was very irritating. But yeah, I definitely took multiple pictures of my car afterwards. I should have took before it pictures because it looked terrible. But no, I got plenty of after pictures, and I did quite a swell job, if I do say so myself. I spent about 6 hours auto detailing the exterior of my car, and by the end of it, I actually had a little bit of a sunburn too, which is insane for me because I'm not a person who sunburns that often. I had a little bit of a darker pigment to my skin, so that's good. You know, obviously, good to get dark, I suppose. I suppose that's a good thing, right? But yeah, I should have eaten a little bit more before I got to the gym because working out on an empty stomach is about one of the hardest things to do. And I'm even probably gonna play basketball. Yeah. But I've dragged on the stream long enough. It has not been a very active one in the chat down below. And so, with that being said, if there's no other comments within the next 30 seconds, then I'll end the stream at about that 14-minute mark, and then get to working out and then play basketball later. So, hopefully, I don't have any incidents since I still slightly have the flu. But I have a feeling I won't. I threw up probably 16. I probably threw up 20 times. I threw up probably 20 times, and I didn't miss the trash can once. So that gives me a hit rate of 100% accuracy on my throwing up. And some of those were some close calls, but I always make it to the garbage. So that's good. Did you guys need to know that? No, but just figured I'd bring it up. And I keep dragging on the stream more and more. 15 minutes, I will actually end the stream if there's no other chat. So just thought I'd let you guys know. But now we're up to 2 viewers, so should we keep it going a little bit longer? That's the question. But I still got to auto detail the interior of my car. It looks horrible, as you guys can see. Terrible. Okay, we're down 0. I think it's a good time to end the stream. So thank you everybody who's tuned in. Shout out to Fortnite 123 or 125-3 for being the only chatter of this stream. Once again, I will stream again later. So if you guys want to catch that, make sure to hop in. It'll probably be like 8, 9 o'clock. So that's the plan. That's what's on the agenda. And with that being said, guys, thanks again, everybody, and see you guys on the next stream.